Persevere. Stand one's ground, stand fast, firm. She will persevere regardless of the obstacles. Georgia Claire Bowen, May 18th.
I always say Georgia has more grace and grit than anyone I have ever met.
She's like a peach. She's so cute and she's really happy.
The first 3 pregnancies were totally normal, as was this one up until the night that she delivered.
As soon as they put the probe on my belly, her heart looked like a butterfly, flying really fast, and I immediately went into a panic attack. The next morning, a maternal fetal medicine doctor did an echocardiogram, and she said, "I'm going to send you into Boston, though I want you to have this baby today, and I think you should have a C-section." Ryan was in the room, and when she came out, I said, "Why isn't she crying?"
They started calling for help, and a large number of people stormed into the room.
They were doing chest compressions for 25 minutes. They stabilized her enough to wheel her over to me, and I looked over at her, and she was gray and like lifeless.
It's a very rare circumstance where children come out of the womb and already they're under duress. And up to that point, everything throughout the pregnancy appeared to be totally fine.
We never really dreamed that it was as bad as it actually was. Throughout that time, things kind of got worse and worse and worse.
When they arrived, Ravi, who was the director of the cardiovascular ICU, came in and he said, "Don't worry, we'll take care of her." And that was the first time that I felt hope. I was like, "I believe you."
She was very sick, and her parents were clearly overwhelmed with what was going on.
They needed to give her heart and her body a rest, so we needed to put her on ECMO, which is a machine that does the work of the heart and lungs. Her function wasn't getting better, and they said that they needed to take her into open heart surgery and put her on the Berlin heart.
This Berlin heart is the only FDA-approved device to support children as a bridge to transplantation.
When it got to the point where a heart became available that was too perfect to pass on, we couldn't wait around for the heart to recover.
I'll never forget it. Dr. Vanderploom called and said, "We have her heart and it's perfect."
Even after she got her transplant and we thought that she was going to soar through that, there were days that were life and death.
She continues to this day to kind of surprise us, and all the things that we said, well, we're not sure if she's going to be able to do this or that. I think they've come at the attitude that Georgia can do anything, and we're just going to keep persevering.
Everything that we do day in and day out, this is what we hope for, this is what we aim for, and couldn't be happier to see her achieve everything that she's achieved.
Little by little, she got better. They extubated her 3 weeks after transplant. She worked so hard, and she came home on November 20th. And she was home with our family on Thanksgiving.
Georgie, she's home. Mommy brought her home from the hospital, like in the middle of the night. I first saw her, and she was just a cutie. All the words in that Persevere poem, it's true.
Kate diligently read that to Georgia every single day. I really think that that had something to do with getting her through.
Without the research, we wouldn't be looking at the VAD. We wouldn't be looking at ECMO and transitioning. So American Heart can support us trying to figure out how we're going to keep these kids alive.
The AHA has kind of set a standard. Their goal is really to bring and pool knowledge together because we're all going to learn faster and more efficiently that way.
Without the funding and without the research, the outcomes wouldn't be the same.
Georgia's really changed me. She's given me perspective in my life that I never had before. She's made me appreciate the smaller things and also not worry as much about things I can't control.
So what we can hope for is that she just leads as normal of a life as possible, and she's in the mix with the other kids.
You know, all we wanted was for our baby to be healthy, and now she is, and she's gonna live a long, happy life.